Michael, 2-1 defeat at Ashton United this afternoon. What are your thoughts?
I think two easy goals conceded in the first half, miscommunication for the second one, which sort of changed the game, because I think when we scored, I think we were on top. I think we started the game particularly well. They got an easy goal, throwing straight back, feeding back. We never get that. An average ball into the box where the players wanted to win it more than what we have, and then the second goal was, like I say, miscommunications killed the spirit really, because we were in the ascendancy then. We took control of the game at 1-1. We looked like going in at half time 1-1, and see that allows them to then be able to sit back and defend, which is what they did in numbers. They didn't really come out in the second half. We didn't do enough to break them down. We had a couple of half chances. I think Amar's had a good chance there. Addy's played it across and probably should do better. I think we were too predictable in the second half, where putting balls in from deep rather than driving with the ball, trying to create angles to slip people in, which is what we normally do, getting in a good area, getting in the byline. We didn't do that today. And probably credit to them as well, for defending well for the 45 minutes in the second half. And I wouldn't say they edged it. I think the draw probably would have been a fair result, but two poor goals have cost us a bit.
And after that mistake, what did you say to your players at half time?
Well, you've got to regroup. But I think we looked a bit lacklustre today. We were half a yard off the pace. I don't know. When the pitch is dry like that, it doesn't move as quickly as what we would like, and they're a bit more of a Route 1 team, and they work well. They play forward to the 9, who's great at holding the ball, and we get around it. When we're moving the ball, it wasn't as quick as how we normally move it. I think we had too many touches at times, and we said to them, we've got to have a little lift and go again. And we did have a go second half, but we just didn't have that quality in around the final third to break them down, which is frustrating. But we just got to pick ourselves up and go again. And
the goal from Josh Scott there, I thought I was struggling to break them down there, and he decides to take a strike from outside the box there.
That's what we said to Josh. We had a chat with him before the game about when he first got. He didn't even think about where the goal was. He just knew, and he just hit it. And he's done that today. And Josh had he had a good shift. He had a decent game today. He probably didn't get the chances that he probably deserved in the second half. But a good goal, and hopefully he can build on that.
And unfortunately, Glenn Butterworth did his ACL out for the season. Are we looking possibly to bring a midfielder in at all?
Yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. It's just been one thing after another with injuries this season. We've had two people go for X-rays this week, with Tom Birtles and Amar with his foot, and Tom Birtles with his ankle, playing for the uni, which we're not too happy about. So he's going to be out for 4 weeks. Looks like 4 weeks missing. So something we're probably going to have to address maybe this week. Tom Coulthard's back next week, but then Addy and Michael Sweet are missing next week. So again, we haven't had a run of games where we've had a full squad available, which has, I think, affected the consistency of the season so far. We haven't lost many games. It's only our second loss in the league in 12. But the league this year, it's so difficult. You look at Ashton, they lost 2 in a row, and then they won 2 in a row, and they're up to 6th or 7th, and that's this league this year. Then the teams above us, Warrington's drew, Hendersford and Lancaster drew. So there's nothing really changed. It's frustrating because when that happens, we're not capitalising on that, which is what we have to start doing. But it'd be good to get Tom Coulthard back next week. He's a big player for us. Then we'll reshuffle the pack again and go against Clitheroe on the trophy.
Just a small thing, but the fact that we were kicking towards the shed end in the first half, do you think it actually made an impact in the game today?
I think it does make a difference. I think when we're attacking that end in the second half, if we're behind, if we get a corner, it's loud. If we have a chance, it's loud. It was quite quiet today, especially in the second half. First half you can hear them, especially when we've scored. second half was rather quiet, but also that's down to us as well to make them, give them something to cheer, you know, and I don't think we give them a lot to cheer today. Like I say, it's only one result, and we'll move on quickly to the next.
Yeah, and a break from the league next week. Clitheroe in the FA Trophy. How are we feeling about that one?
Yeah, looking forward to it. Like, team we've never played, a ground we've never been to. Players are looking forward to it. You know, we've just got to put this behind us and go there, hoping to get through to the next round. It'll be tough. Obviously, we're from the league below. It's still going to be a tough game. We've played 2 teams from the league below, and they've both been tough games. So we'll assess the players Tuesday and Thursday, see where we are, and then pick a team to go and win the game at Dunwell.